This is a review of feedback given to me by Andre Henson from Alahanga Special Needs School and Jade Wakeling, who is my practice leader for Cluster 25 RTLB. Just having a look, Andre asked to look in the area of professional learning, which was standard 2. And I scrolled down to what he had here. And Andre, one of the first comments he made was that he would love to see this. This was about my goal here, which was to increase my knowledge of 2 behavioural interventions. Now, I have kept that rather open because I want to see what new behavioural interventions are out there. So I haven't been completely specific on that one there. Andre said he'd love to see this one here. Also, this one here, I looked at using zones of regulations in a trial within a school, seeking the support. Andre had also commented that he started using zones of regulations and was possibly looking at areas to collaborate, which would be absolutely fantastic. I've then used this as an artifact actually of sharing my findings of zone of regulations trial and record that as an artifact. So if I did share, that would become part of my artifacts for use within that. Not sure what the background noise is. Now, the next area Andre commented was professional relationships, which is standard 3. What about showing some sort of collaboration, for instance, sharing resources like you already did, and he'd be happy to help with this one here. So down here actually has an artifact for, this is my first goal, which was to review the agencies, groups, and other professions of the community and use that to support my practice. Andre has asked that would be a good resource to share with other professions, and so I have put that down the bottom there as well. He's also offered to help with that. And you'll see down here and my suggested activities, plan activities that sharing a resource with my cluster and other agencies. I'll put that down in there. Coming down here, Jade has talked about if I'm going to annotate changes, refer back to literature, which is what she's put up here. So I have put that in part of my evidence here that I will use literature as part of the artifact, and down here, suggest activities, read and review literature on student voice, which I put down here as well. Good idea to show your practice. This is a good idea. It shows you're using your practicum to inform your practice, not just standalone activity. This is when I was discussing my practice leader for pending cases, make suitable for students and teachers. So looking for suitable cases that could help with my practice. You'll see that the changes I have made, I've highlighted them in yellow. I'll go back and do that one there. Seek and record reflections for ASD presentations, tidied up that note there. We have also looked at here specific languages. This will explore, sorry. I talked about here exploring programs to promote the development of safe learning and emotional environments within a school. Now, Jade was asking me to be more specific on the practices I might look at, the 2 programs, what 2 practices. I've replied to that by saying that I would like to see what other programs are available and then select 2 in depth. This is an area I want to build, so I'm looking for something out of the box, or possibly something that's not in use yet that I could explore and look at using. We looked at, Jade asked me, are you using some phrases familiar with my Aokanga? Jade asked specifically what phrases these would be, and I've gone back here and said specifically that they'll be Māori phrases here. I wanted to use a new phrase each week that I can share with team members. There's a suggestion they could use those in the minutes. So I put that there, use in team meeting minutes and share as an artifact. So that's been done as well. This was a big area here where I talked about part of my practice sequence, meet promptly with parents and whānau and caregivers and explore the background diversity of learners I'm engaged with. Now, this is part of our practice sequence as it stands, but Jade has suggested that I use this meeting actually to gain feedback from the parents to see are the documents we're using for entry working well, and are there any things that they would like to add or think that we should be asking that we're not already? So that's going to be looking at something there. If I do that, that'll be used as an artifact as well. Again, using literature to affect relationships to whānaus. I believe I've added that in, literature artifacts up here. All right, up here, we've gone and added that in there. And let's get to scrolling down. Sorry for the delays in this one here. And finally, just some roundup comments here from Jade about how the domains are looking. Thank you for that. I hope that hasn't gone for too long. And we'll use this as an artifact for my changes I've made.